What's up?
What's up?
Game 7. Yo, you know.
What are you guys doing tonight?
Well, Game 7 is on.
I told somebody the other night, I was like, man, it's going to suck to record on Sunday because Game 7's on.
Yeah. It's not going to suck. I am kind of invested. Hey, look, there's my wife right there.
Yeah.
Found her.
Yeah. There. So, look at that. Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
We can officially. Good.
I was giggling when we were watching the intro because there's one where you're like moving these small block headers around the bay, the ones that the shiny Cerakoted ones, and I thought, oh my gosh, look at all that room. I guarantee Bo was about to punch me in the face yesterday when we were putting his headers and his motor in.
No.
Every time I heard some tink, 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 whatever, we're like banging her, and he's over there going, shouldn't even have coated them. I did say that. I shouldn't even have coated them.
I did say that. It's not the ting tings that bothered me. It was a. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Now, I knew that was going to happen. I mean, the headers for the small block were a good, high quality header. Not that what I have is not, because they are. The Hooker Super Comp headers I have, they fit good, but getting them into position to bolt them, it takes a little finesse and some caveman stuff. There was a mallet used in the installation of those headers.
Like 2 bottles of baby oil, a mallet.
Hey, we would have had a much different day if we had a couple of bottles of baby oil. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
You got to get the BBC in somehow.
That's true. 2 bottles. Well, hey, I got to John's house Friday. We pulled the motor out of the bed of my truck, pulled it in, put it on the engine stand, rolled it in front of the wagon. Hey, there it is. And I looked at John and I go, there's over 1,000 cubic inches of Big Block Chevy in this garage right now.
Yeah. It was exciting.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty neat. Yeah, that was the picture I sent out to the guys.
Yeah, that was when I got excited. I was a bit off the grid, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah, we knew you were. We knew you were, so we didn't bother you.
That's right. That's right, and I appreciate that. That's awesome. But there was news to be told, and by God, I needed to have it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Even Sonny was excited.
Man, I'm pretty stoked about the whole thing. Dusty over, Fast by Frazier, and he did an awesome, like normal, did an awesome job. And
of course,
keep in mind, guys, this isn't like some kind of wild big block. This is medium-ish. You know what I mean? So those are literally GM aluminum heads. They're not even an aftermarket head, but
But the intake looks good. I mean, let's pull that back up.
Yeah. I did Cerakote that intake. It does look good. And thanks to Stone Cipher, he hooked me up with a water pump. It's a show car water pump. And I wasn't a big fan of it. There it is. When did that picture happen? I know I didn't take that.
That's a zoomed in picture of a picture that was sent.
Okay. So
I believe I sent that picture.
Like Stoney donated it. John went and picked it up for me Saturday morning. He brings in, I get there and I see it. And I'm like, yeah, it was kind of dirty. I'm cleaning it up. And the more I cleaned it, the more I disliked it. I'm like, the shinier it got, the more I didn't like it. I'm like, man. But I do appreciate it. I mean, because I dropped the ball on having a water pump ready. So, and John's just as impatient as me. I didn't even know he messaged Stoney about he asked him if he had anything. I had no idea. But once it got on the motor and we finished putting all the Gilmer Drive stuff on, which I wasn't for sure about the Gilmer Drive stuff either. I didn't know if it was a little too much or kind of gaudy. I didn't know, you know what I mean? But once everything got on the motor, I'm cool with the water pump now. Like, it does not bother me. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So that's not right.
Go car Bo.
So yeah, man, it all worked out really good. There were some hardware issues. We had to come up with some bolts and whatnot, but that's to be expected. John had a lot of the hardware, so
The Gilmer drive looks wild.
I'm glad I Cerakoted all that stuff now. I almost didn't do it.
Like, you almost need the belt drive intake to go with that. You almost need a supercharger on that.
No. I'm just saying.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
If you didn't know, that added quite a bit of weight to my car.
Oh,
The car's setting like this now.
The nose is down a tickle for sure.
I don't need to add another 100 pounds of intake.
Oh, come on. It'd be fun.
Not yet.
But
Not yet. What's eating Gilbert grapes? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, sorry. I can't say that. Yeah. And he said Gilmer. Yeah. Gilbert grape.
But
Yeah.
the motor is in the car.
Yep. It's in like all the way.
It was funny. He has these blankets laid out, and the headers are still wrapped in saran wrap, and we're like really protecting things, and it's clang, clang, scrape. Like,
Yeah.
And by the end of it, we've got the blankets like out of the way altogether, so we can see what the hell we're doing. It's a whole big deal. I almost
took tape and wrapped around like my masking tape, like 2-inch masking tape, 3M stuff, and wrapped every tube. But I'm like, that's going to be crazy to take off.
Yeah.
So I didn't do that. It was bad enough with the stretch wrap. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it was pretty, painless putting the motor and trans in. I mean,
I think the worst part is that you would 100% have to take those two tubes out of that header to replace the starter.
oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
For
that
sure.
thing ain't coming out the bottom.
No.
Darren McNeil might be watching. If he's watching, stick around. We'll have some of your pictures coming up here pretty soon.
I saw some of those.
Let's add that back to the stage. There's what she looks like now, sitting in the car, headers on. That's going to look good.
When we did some playing around, we added like a 2-inch spacer to it with the mic display with the poly stuff. I took the 2-inch spacer out.
Yeah, 2-inch spacers out of there.
Put John's scoop on.
Apparently we can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Put John's scoop on, which it was kind of like putting one of my hats on a small child because it's a 4500 deal. Just sat down over my tiny throttle body. But man, overall, I feel like we got a lot done. Really happy with how it's turning out so far. Can't wait to fire it up.
Everything looks good. Everything looks like it's supposed to be there. And with the big block, that's not necessarily how it's supposed to work on that car.
I've seen it with the small block for several years, and now it looks so big in there to me.
Yeah, it looks different for sure.
Yeah.
But, so is it going to be ready for the circuit?
No. Even if it was to get ready, even if we fired it up today, it still needs to go get tuned before I'm going to go race it.
It's true. It's true. But Dorty will be at the circuit. I will be at the block party Friday. I don't know what I'm going to be for the rest of it, but I know I'm going to be at the block party.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, there's going to be quite a few people there. So it'll be fun.
Valve cover's ready?
My valve cover is not in the slightest ready. But
Probably do some stuff to get the car ready.
Oh, speaking of, hey, sorry to butt in. I put your water pump pulley bolts back on your little magnet on the fender.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. I got some.
Found 4?
Well, I'm able to use Allen head bolts on mine. I got room.
Okay,
So I swapped them out already. I did do that while I was there.
cool.
so, Dorty, what are you going to do to get the car ready for the circuit?
Put gas in it.
I got to polish my alternator.
John told me, he said, man, if your alternator was 150 amp, we would trade because it would match your water pump. I said, no, I'm not doing that.
I think you should.
No, that'd be a bad business decision on his part.
Oh, come on now.
Be funny.
Oh, Stoney says this is what you need.
Nitrous.
We could make that happen.
That'd be so cool.
We could make it happen.
Yeah.
Just put 150 shot on it. It'd be nothing. Be easy peasy.
Yeah. If I could legally go faster than 10.0, I would.
Oh, you can do it once. You can do it one time.
You run one nitrous pass each day.
Yep. It might be worth it.
I mean, can you make that happen? Will that count?
If you're just going to go way too fast and they're going to say, hold on, let's check his car because he's shitting to win 930, 9-0.
Yeah, there's tech cards for a reason.
Yeah.
So I'm on good authority that if you go too fast there, you get in trouble.
There you go.
Stoney's in.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been Stoney's plan the whole time, though.
Like
Just to get it.
diabolical genius over there trying to talk people into nitrous.
He's been manipulating you all along. You know it.
I just think, is it Dewey Cox? Hey, man, I want some of that nitrous. You don't want any of this nitrous. Yeah,
It's the cheapest power adder there is.
Back up. You don't want any of this.
Think you might want some of that nitrous.
Oh, man.
But what else we got going on? Okay, so we got the circuit coming up. So what are you going to do to get ready? Just put gas in the car and that's it?
I'll probably climb under it and check some welds.
Solid plan.
It wasn't leaving super good before, and it used to leave super good all the time. So when it didn't leave super good that one time, it's because I had a cracked weld on one of my ladder bar brackets.
Yeah. You do anything with tires?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if I did, but man, I solid week ahead of me, and there's little chance I'm going to do much besides put back together the stuff I took apart.
Yeah. I don't know. I think a guy could drop the wheels and tires off somewhere and say, I'll pick them up later. You could do that on lunch break. Just saying.
Yeah.
He's got a point.
No.
Oh, goodness.
Jeez. Devin, stop giving tips.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Hey, Stoney, it's funny you bring that up. Man, I want to do Rowdy Radial so bad in the wagon. It's just not gonna be fast enough to be competitive in Rowdy Radial. Those guys are flying.
Those guys are moving.
I don't know how I would be able to shift fast enough.
I mean, you talk to some of our buddies.
I'd run out of RPM between the button and the shifter.
You got to get that deal set up. It'll shift for you.
But let's see here. So this next weekend will be busy for us.
So
Thursday, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You're good.
Thursday, you got tech. Friday, you're going to have, I believe, late tech, aren't you? Yeah, remaining tech. Block party. Mocan, Tulsa Raceway Park.
Man,
I'm actually ready for this. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the block party. I know that. I probably won't make it to the racer pre-party. So,
where are you at with your car? Did you put the coil on yet? How's that going?
funny story. God, I'm
Okay.
glad you asked me like that.
Well, let's
So
hear it.
I had a weird theory about my car. My car, for some reason, when you put it in gear, it dies. And we've kind of checked a couple things. We kind of talked about some theories on this. Talked about something up with the transmission, something up with the TV cable. There's about 1,000 different theories we threw at it. I kind of started watching the handheld on the Phytech and started noticing that the RPM was dropping off here and there, and no reason at all for doing it. Go ahead and share that if you would, Bo.
Yeah, gotcha.
So went out on a limb with a crazy idea and replaced the coil in the Fairlane and immediately started the car, dropped it down into drive, stayed running.
There you
Kicked
go.
it to reverse, stayed running. That's as far as I've been able to test since I've got back to the house. But it would seem that there is a loose connection in my old coil that's causing it to drop RPM signal and causing it to kill the car.
Yeah, I would just throw that deal directly in the trash can and not look back.
It's
Yeah,
Done.
There you go. Good job.
done and done.
It's like a ratchet. It's
I feel
he's
like I
gonna,
broke something there.
he's gonna get it later. It's like John at John's house. He's got a ratchet that's starting to come apart, and it's been like that for a couple of weeks, and it just stays out in the circulation. You know where we, all the tools kind of collect on the tables. Now I'm underneath the car yesterday, putting that starter on, trying to put the starter on. Not a real weird moment with the starter. I don't want to talk about it. John hands me here. I said, "Hey, will you hand me your ratchet?" And he said, "Yeah." And I'm trying to work this deal. I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" It was that bad. I said, "Man, this may be the bad ratchet." And he said, "Here, try this one." He's like, "Yeah, it's definitely the bad ratchet." He's like, "I'm gonna go ahead and throw this deal away." Yeah. Sometimes you got to
trash can.
Yeah, sometimes you got to throw that stuff away.
Yeah. But yeah, it would seem that the car's fixed. It would seem.
Awesome. That's good news.
Yeah. I'm going to do some more cleanup before I wind up in Galena. And I'll just be happy to turn down Main Street in Galena and see everybody there.
I do have a couple of things I'd like to say.
Okay.
From the last show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I sometimes I say things when I don't have all the information, and I probably shouldn't, right? And I don't always do this, but so I brought up the whole talking smack on Pinks. I think at one point, I think we all said they need to change the name to win $10,000, not Pinks. Turns out I was watching Turbo John. He was at the same track at the same time the Pinks event was going on. He was there for a whole different show altogether. Oh, Four Lug Thug Brent has his own call-out show. He was there for that. I thought he was there for the Pink show. Totally unrelated. Apparently, the What No Way guy won the Pink show and ended up taking home an S10. So I guess this is what I've been reading. I wasn't there, but so probably need to not speak before I know the facts on stuff, I guess. But it's like we said, if you're coming to this show to get the latest updates and news and stuff, man, you're at the wrong place.
You're at the wrong show.
For sure.
But
we are talking straight out of our ass from the beginning.
Yeah, it just because you see stuff flash up, like, oh, I'm going to talk about that, and I should have got my information. Another thing I do want to talk about is there's been some talk about drag and drive, and mileage on drag and drives. You know what I'm saying? There's been some talks about it needs to be this many miles to count, or if it's below this many, it's not really considered. And I'm not trying to start any controversy. I don't care either way, to be honest with you. My dog's being loud. But I do kind of want to bring that up. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Do you, John, you've done more and more drag, you've done more than all of us. For a drag and drive to count for you, does it have to be 1,000 miles?
I don't think so.
And to be clear, all this goes back to Mike Narks doing his points stuff for the drag and drive championship, stuff like that.
You know what? Nobody else made that shit up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, there's not a sanctioning body for drag and drive. It's
not yet. It looks like they're trying to get one.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that. Somebody mentioned something about that the other day. If you don't like it, put together a sanctioning body. There isn't one.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and put that together. I'm sure we'll find a way to suck the fun out of it.
That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah. If you're not there for, I don't know. It's supposed to be a good time. Don't suck the life out of it by.
Yeah. There's always somebody who tries to take the fun out of it.
So when we very first started really getting into the drag and drive in like in 20 or whatever, right? In 2020.
Yeah.
At that time, there was a lot of big name YouTubers going to these events.
Yeah.
Right? And most of the time, those guys did really well in their classes. And if they showed up, they were going to win the overall, or they were, you know what I mean?
They were going to do well at something.
Right. You know, and I thought it was awesome. And then next thing you know, because they bring in those much higher quality cars than what we were dealing with and what a lot of the other cars that we saw, it started bringing in more money and bigger, faster cars. And I thought it was awesome. And then for a split minute, man, split second, I thought it was I almost thought that was going to ruin drag and drive.
Yeah. Good times and naps.
Yeah.
So I think, the year I took your wagon was maybe the last year Cletus was there.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. I just remember a whole lot of not any way to navigate that area of the pits around where they were pitted at. And on those events, like there's a good fuel stop. You're going to see a lot of cars stop at it. I can tell you if those guys were stopped at a fuel stop, I'm going to find a different one.
Yeah.
It's just going to be congested. There's going to be jack wagons everywhere.
I think there's a good split. I think it's a 50-50 of people that really liked them being there.
Yeah.
And other people are like, man, it's kind of a hassle.
The really great part of them being there, was that they drew a crowd.
Yeah, which is good for the sport.
It's good for the sport, and it's good for the promoter.
Right.
Whoever's getting gate.
Yep.
As far as being good for the other competitors, meh.
See, but I remember going to Hot Rod Drag Week in 2015. I think it was with you guys. I know it was with Bo, but I don't know if Dorty was there. But that was the year that Larry Larson brought out that Doomsday Machine S10 for a while. And I remember there were a lot of people gathered around that because he did like a full swap when he got to the track. And he would pull the doors, pull the exhaust, change the fuel tank.
Yeah.
Like he was going through a full setup change when he got to the track. So there were a lot of people gathered around watching that, but it was nothing like the YouTubers were. That was 2014. Okay, sorry about that. I thought it was 15. My bad.
I remember that one.
Oh yeah, because you're in Hot Rod magazine, right? From their drone or overhead picture of that. Yeah.
But that's like back then you had Larson, you had Lutz, you had I don't even remember, but now you've got, Goldstone. Goldstone's doing all of these things. So I mean you can try to enforce a distance rule, you can try to enforce has to be a 5-day drag and drive thing. Man, thanks for bringing that up.
Hot Rod magazine.
But
Uh,
like it just wasn't that way back then. And there were a lot of people like me that were, paying attention to Lutz and Larson and all that stuff back before this became the happening thing to do because of YouTube.
yeah.
I liked it back then. I like it now. It's still one of those things. Yeah, Goldstone was there. That was the 70s Chevelle time. I hate you, Griggs. I hate you.
You're a dumbass.
I don't know that Dragon Drive got big because I don't want to pin it on those guys why it got big. I think it's more of a not having an outlet. Like I don't have the ability to go race every week. My schedule would not allow.
Yeah. I don't think Dragon Drive got big because of the YouTubers.
I think it's big because it's something people wanted to do, and now they're able.
Yeah.
Like,
well, notice. I mean, the only thing that went down whenever those guys stopped going, the only thing that went down, and I don't know how much it went down, if any, would be the people going to watch, would be spectators. As far as car counts and I mean, that didn't drop. Clearly, I mean, every event sells out most of the time.
I guarantee the gate's way different if those guys are there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So when do we see an event like that again? When do all those guys come out of the woodwork and go back to racing again?
Who?
The Lutz and the Larsons and the guys who were doing it back then. The big names from back then.
Well, I mean, if you follow those guys, they still like the Dragon Drive stuff. So Lutz still goes with some of at least one event a year with Bailey.
Right.
They've just grown into other stuff with what they do. So their schedules are crazy. It's just like Ellington built, his original plan with the 55 was he built that car to go do Dragon Drives. And I guess they had a plan to drive it across, take the 66 across the US. That's just not happening because they're so busy with other stuff right now.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they're making a living of it. They're going where the money's at.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. I'd be doing the same thing.
Me and most of the population that does Dragon Drive isn't making a living off of Dragon Drive. I mean, there's a lot of people that have shops that do it, and maybe they get more business because of the shop. They use that as advertising or whatever, but they're definitely isn't paying the bills for sure.
I mean, unless your last name's Goldstone. Yeah. I say that probably not. That dude probably breaks even at best.
Doing it.
That's what I'm saying. At best. I mean, he's in the hole right now with the new car and all that stuff.
Okay, we got a quick tech question.
Okay.
If my spark plug wires shock me through the boots, is that a problem or just an inconvenience?
Yeah, plug wires are crap.
Well, they could be crap. Did you make your own plug wires? That's a good question to ask.
Man, don't talk that.
Sometimes we make mistakes. I'm just saying.
Listen, the plug wires I made were money. They're perfect.
Yes, they were.
I just put it on over another whatever. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah,
so
just don't touch them, Chris. Leave them alone.
Yeah, try not to touch them.
Yeah, if they're stock Harley, go ahead and swap those babies out.
Who smoked transmission this week?
Goldstone.
Goldstone? I'll be darned.
It's probably one of those cheap turbo 400s with red clutches, so he'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a $13,000,
You think 13 buys his transmission?
Well, just a transmission, not torque converter. I don't know.
Not sure it does.
It's up there. It's in that ballpark ish, I bet. I'll never know because I will never spend that much money on a transmission. Right. I don't have it.
I've seen them. Some of the transmission, those guys are pedaling back and forth, and it's like, geez, oh Pete, man, there's people with whole ass turbo Mustangs who don't have that much money in the whole program.
Broken gear vendors too, apparently.
Speaking of, we also, I'm not saying I shouldn't have said he made me be lucky to break even. I know he's in the hole.
$25K plus converter from Eminem.
God bless.
25K? Nah, for real?
Yeah.
Jesus.
With lockup.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
No.
You know that's where you want to be.
I don't think
this where you want to be when Jesus comes.
Cheaping out on the transmission. You know what? I said 13,000 because I've seen some that were for sale on like racing junk that were pro mod style power glides and 2-speed 400s and stuff like that. And it's usually they're in the 13 to 17,000 range without a converter. But they're probably used, I guess. So
what does Goldstone do for like a day job?
Oh, I think he drives a forklift at Bagcraft.
I'm just curious.
He works the dock at Walmart.
Works the dock at Walmart. Okay.
I was gonna say he probably retired from Walmart. That's the thing.
Yeah, he's a greeter. For sure.
You want a buggy? You don't have to be faster than that.
When I rolled through the bank, he was the teller there.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
Who knows?
My bad.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Gator don't take no shit.
I want some walking around money. I want some drag and drive money.
Want some drag and drive money. That's a t-shirt waiting to happen right there.
Speaking of money and not expensive stuff, kind of expensive stuff. So the cheap car challenge that we talked about last week.
Yeah.
You asked who do you think's gonna win?
Right.
Pretty sure I called it. Just saying that. Just throwing that out.
I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't even checked. I watched a couple videos today of something else. I walked away from the internet, from Facebook, from YouTube for a couple days there, and I don't even know how that all ended up. Does anybody know?
Yeah, I mean, I do. Jack San Jimmy won.
That car's fast.
It went 880 its first pass.
God bless.
But I think his average was like a 913. Boots.
He has that $25,000 transmission and another spare one in the trailer.
God bless.
No.
Yeah, I can't fathom what that's like. That's definitely he's definitely got Walmart greeter money.
Yeah. that program's a whole 15 levels more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no comparison to that. I don't know.
So going back to the cheap car challenge, what do you think happens to all those cars now that this is over?
They're talking about running it back. I will say this though, Bailey's third gen, it did get in the 8s.
It's a fast car too.
Yeah.
I don't understand how Cletus absolutely loves Lumberjack for some reason.
Yeah, it's a pile.
I don't understand how you keep that car going.
It's super a pile. Like
hey, they took the doors off of it and dropped 2 10s. Seriously. Same mile an hour, just 2 10s faster.
What'd they do with them?
What do you mean? The doors?
Or they leave them in the parking lot? Are they in the bed of the truck? Or what are they doing?
I think they're in the back of the truck. I think they loaded them up. I don't know, though, to be honest with you. Surely they just didn't leave them like they did that couch.
You know that couch is still somewhere, somebody's trophy.
Oh. Ty and Zach blew the Mustang up. I remembered his
Yep.
name this time. It's Zach.
Yeah. You've got a point.
It was a really fun week of content from him. And Cletus even said, man, the views have been crazy on this week's videos. So
Yeah.
that's the kind of content I like to see.
But how do they push it further at this point? Like you're past cheap.
I don't think they can. I think they just leave them where they are and fix them if they break. But they kind of know what they're going to do. I don't see the El Camino going much faster without losing a bunch of weight or something. They're making power. The mile an hour is there.
Yeah.
They still don't have an iron roll bar. They put several footballs in the right rear spring. They were pumping them up and they'd blow out. It did not help at all. Not in that case. So, yeah, Sony says it's a new challenge.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, guys, we missed out on something this weekend. I was kind of upset that I missed out on it. All of these pictures come from Darren McNeil. Hot Rod Central had their cruise. Apparently, it was a really good turnout. Apparently, it was a really good cruise. I really wish I'd have made it to that.
Yeah. Well, I talked to Colby Thursday or Friday, and I said, yeah, this Saturday, John and I are going to run up to the Barons swap meet. And he was like, oh, yeah? And I was like, why did he say it? Oh, like that? Why did he say it to me like that? And then I got home later that night. He's posted something about the cruise. I'm like, crap, I didn't even know the cruise was this weekend. I totally forgot. But didn't end up going to the swap meet anyway. Straight wagon work.
Well, apparently there was a truck from the Forrest Gump movie.
Oh.
I didn't even know that was local to us.
I
You're
don't
going to
know
have to
who
be more
you-
specific.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking to. None of us.
We're
None
all
of us
big
are-
and
none of us
we're
are
all
small.
sexy.
That's true.
We
In
all
our
like
own-
claim to that one.
In our own ways.
So, what at what point in the movie was this truck? Like,
I have no idea.
is
In
that
all
the
honesty,
one
I haven't
the
done any research.
high school principal drove to hook up with Forrest Gump's mama, or
Boy, your mama really cares about your education.
Oh my God. I was like, oh, bring up Forrest Gump. How can they get that bad about Forrest Gump? Oh yeah, I forgot that scene. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Aaron got it. Aaron is a knowledgeable guy.
oh, there you go.
Good
Yeah.
point.
That was a round fender truck, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I have no idea. I thought it was too. I thought it was like a 53.
Yeah, you got me.
I
But
don't know. I couldn't tell you.
but these cruises seem to be building some steam. I don't want to miss any more of these cruises. I'm gonna have to go. Bucket
Aaron-
list, I can't do that.
Aaron, you and Fro would get along. He's a fountain of useless knowledge. Man, hopefully soon enough I can join him again with a wagon.
I agree. And now that the car stays running when I put it in drive, I'd love to get the trim thrown on here and go.
Whoop.
But yeah, Hot Rod Central monthly cruise. This was the turnout at this month's cruise. Find your way over there. Go hang out with them. There's a lot more cars than what's in the pictures. It's just, I'm not big on highlighter or yellow Camaros. So,
Hey, that's Mario's car.
Really?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, crap. I think that covers everything I had slides for. Anything you guys want to get into before we Marketplace is going to be a little off the wall tonight, so
No, the only thing I want to talk about is Big Block Chevys and Malibu Wagons. So we might as well just move on.
Hold on. Pat said he didn't go to the cruise this time.
Yeah. He normally does, though.
But, yeah, if you want to talk about Big Block Chevys and Malibu Wagons, I mean, we've got all the pictures we need of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, the Gilmer Drive does look pretty cool. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I do.
Hey, man.
Oh, I think it's great. There's zero chance that alternator is going to be slipping.
That was one of the reasons I wanted to do this.
There's nothing worse than a squeaky belt because of an alternator.
Yeah. And apparently, if you want all your charging to happen on that alternator, you got to get the dang thing so tight.
Yeah. This one's good.
They said you want to be able to, Power Master said you want to be able to turn the motor over with a wrench on the alternator pulley.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's how tight you want that belt.
That, like, for real?
Yeah.
Shoo.
I think it was Stoney saying he had one that wouldn't charge. And they said, how tight is it? He said, it's pretty tight. Said, can you turn the motor over with it? It ain't that tight. I don't want to kill bearings. If you want it to charge, tighten it up. He's got one of them cool turnbuckle tightening goes on there.
Very
pretty. I was pretty into that until I seen that. So pretty much going to get the
Gilmer Drive set up.
The happy Gilmore Drive. Happy
Gilmer.
Let's see. I don't know what is that with Stoney.
Yeah, he called Power Master. Tech guy told him, tighten that shit up.
All right. Well, it looks like we're getting into Marketplace a little bit early tonight. It's fired up. Let's see if we can cause any problems with this.
Okay.
74 Monte Carlo SS Coupe 2-door, $5,500. Currently not running. Last ran in November. Sits on airbags. Has an aftermarket sound system. Title in hand. Cracking the bottom quarter of the windshield. I have the matching. Man, there's a lot of stuff in here that's not necessary. Battery's new. Dorty, I did this just for you because I want your opinion on this.
I bet it's a nice big wheel car, but it's the ugliest Monty body style ever. Actually looks pretty nice. I don't even mind it being the least desirable Monte Carlo body style. The hood I could do without, but
that's a lot of travel for air suspension.
It is.
Aaron Henry is not on your same page here, Dorty.
I'm trying to find some positives.
Really?
The paint might be kind of cool.
I don't know. You need to look closer at those racing stripes.
Yeah, there's patterns in there. What is it, Gucci? What is that?
I think it's actually Louis Vuitton.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I believe. Spent all the money on those racing stripes, wound up with that same steering wheel we all wound up with in high school.
Right.
I like that steering wheel.
Not against it.
I'm still fine with it.
Till the horn button starts rattling like something's wrong.
Yeah. I moved my horn to a button on the dash.
Yeah. Just glue that deal in permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there it is.
Yeah. All right. What's next? It's only going to be negative from here on out on that deal.
All right.
Uh-oh.
84 Chevy El Camino Super Sport, $6,000. Not currently running, in good condition. 350 crate motor, comes with new intake, carburetor, and HEI distributor, automatic AC, original interior, and Very good condition.
Very good condition.
Let's see it.
Let's see it.
Guys, I'm not a fan of the SSL Caminos.
Really?
I just don't like the body kit on these deals. I really don't like that roll pan.
That roll pan's horrible. The interior is pretty bad too. I just don't think I could rock a white seat.
Yeah.
I can feel myself sticking to it right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can't tell.
Definitely don't want your boys coming out the bottom of your shorts while you're sitting on that seat.
It's a vinyl seat, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I had to make it big screen to see. There we go. Yeah, man, that's just
With a paint job that don't suck and some decent interior, it'd be a good car.
No, I agree.
There's a lot of cars that fit that same bill.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's what I was just about to say. If I was to get this car, put the factory bumper on it probably, and a different paint job, it might be okay.
I don't hate the Monty nose. It just sucks when it's that, and then down the sides, it's like it don't match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't even know if, like, you could throw out the rear bumper and replace the hood and do away with that SS that's on the hood, and I think it would be presentable. Like, I don't know who comes up with the idea to, man, can we just add one more SS to the hood? Like, I feel like that'll really get the point across.
Listen, someone's like, hey, we're going to paint this deal. Let's make sure everybody knows that it's an SS.
This looks like the car for the guy with a members only jacket that has Monte Carlo SS right here.
I'll agree with that.
What? So why
is that lawn chairs in the back so he can go to the car show and sit his ass down under a tree?
Probably.
Okay.
I would do it too.
Oh man.
He would.
Are those S10 wheels?
Yes, they're S10 wheels.
Yeah. He sold the wheels that were on it is what happened. He's like, I'm selling my car. I'm going to sell the cool wheels and put some truck wheels on here.
Yeah. No, it's not an attractive car at all.
Man,
I'm
just
look at this before I move forward.
I'm a big fan of El Caminos though.
Oh yeah, same.
I just don't
like, oh yeah, I need some money. What do I do? Let me go ahead and sell the one part on this car that's really going to drastically lower the resale value and throw some shitty S10 wheels on it.
I don't think that's what happened at all. I think there's a set of Kragers sitting in that guy's garage, and he just could not let them go for, sentimental value.
Chris got the idea. Let's put some 26s on that deal. Get it on 6s with a 454. Little Nas.
I will never understand your love of big wheel cars.
You don't have to.
Mm-mm.
He's fine. We don't understand your love for tiny cars.
Yeah.
I don't understand my love for tiny cars.
Chris,
tiny cars and Code Red Mountain Dew have me completely baffled with you.
With grain, I'm gripping. Sorry, me and Chris are doing a song right now. With grain, I'm gripping. This paint.
There's some Paul Wall going on in here.
This paint be dripping. Okay. Sorry.
No, there was a Miata that actually went down my street today that had a V8 rumble to it. And I was like, oh my goodness. I looked out and I went, it's a Miata. Stop looking. What is wrong with you?
What really happened is Fro's out there in his overalls like Farmer Fran. Just
No, that's not what happened at all. All right, next one. Dorty's blast from the past.
Uh-oh.
A lot of words here. 91 Ford Thunderbird Pro Street. But I got to read through this because I need some opinions once I get through here. Are you looking for a head-turning classic with serious street performance? Look no further. Up for sales my 91 Ford Thunderbird Pro Street Coupe in stunning silver. This car is a true showpiece that blends classic and modern muscle, perfect for collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate quality and performance. Engine, 5.0-liter V8 with professional Pro Street modifications. Condition, very good. Exterior, silver paint. Interior, clean and well-preserved. Built for show and go. Sounds incredible and runs strong. Mileage low. It's been primarily a show car. Highlights Pro Street modifications for enhanced power and performance. Custom touches to make this Thunderbird stand out at any event. Always draws a crowd at car shows. A real attention grabber. Needs nothing but a new home. What are we going to be looking at here, boys?
I'm going to guess a pink and purple.
Definitely multicolored.
Or teal. There may be teal involved.
Have you made us look at this one before?
No, I have not.
If you don't change it, I'm going to.
No, it is straight up silver. I am changing it right now.
Oh. Well, that's not bad.
The only thing bad about that's the price. And that might not be that bad.
I mean,
I don't like the hood, but whatevs.
I don't like the hood either.
What are the Pro Street modifications done to the motor other than the Zex nitrous kit?
I don't think it's 15 grand worth, but
yeah. Well, it's got a stock intake.
Yeah.
So
the price on that, if I recall correctly, was $15,500. Yes.
Yeah. It's very clean. There's some nitrous to it. That's the Pro Street modification.
And the fat wheels.
And the fat wheels.
The fat tires. I did a bad job of showing the fat tires. So, yes.
I think they showed them in the upper right picture.
And I moved the picture down too far. You're right.
I crudely pasted over it with the top of that carport.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that one time he crudely pasted your face on some other dude's body?
Yeah, I still didn't understand what that was for.
It's Monday.
Go watch the movie Office Space.
We talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We went over it.
But
yeah, I like this car. Yep.
I don't like it $15,000 worth, and I would for sure have to have a big block Chevy.
What would you give for this car? What would you be like? Yeah, man, that's a good deal. I'm just go get that. I'm in the market.
I don't know. That's a really hard question right now.
I would 100% be like, hey, pull your motor and trans out of it and let me buy that roller. Because I got a big block Chevy to put in there.
Yeah, but then you gotta do a lot of work. All they did was put tubs in it.
It's true.
They could get a big fat tire. It's got the rear end worked over. Like, I don't even know what kind of suspension's back there at this point. But the rest of it, there's nothing done under the hood besides a cheap nitrous kit. There's not even a 6-point in it.
No cage at all.
No, yeah, you're literally steering me away from this.
Did you say it how it's supposed to be said?
Oh, I guarantee you said.
Did you tell someone it was a big block Chevy?
I've got to hear this with the Australian accent. Anyway.
Oh man, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
He said he did.
Yes, he did.
That's awesome.
Oh, goodness. All right. So where we would normally end Facebook Marketplace, we're not going to tonight. But your standard weekly 2006 Mustang GT golf cart. We're going to wrap the good part of Facebook Marketplace at the golf cart. 4,500. It's a 2006 or 2005 Mustang GT, depending on where you read in the ad.
Okay.
Golf cart, 48 volt, 10-inch chrome wheels. Runs and rides great. They 10s.
Keeps them
The
clean.
1995 model golf cart.
Yeah.
A 1995 club car with a body kit on it.
Yes.
For sure not going to be working on that.
They're all the same from 95 to
Yeah.
it's pretty neat. I mean, it's not something my big self would squeeze into,
No.
but
It's like the ultimate Power Wheels.
yeah.
If you've got like a big awkward kid, it's like too big for a regular Power Wheels, but not old enough for like a, I don't know. This is what you get that guy.
Yeah.
Chris has got a point. That is a 99 to 04.
It'll still end up in hey, this is a fact. It's true.
Dorty, you know you need this for golf.
No.
Man, I'm gonna dig up pictures of my old golf cart, my old Mustang golf cart, and we'll share it next time.
You need to.
Because it's a real deal. They tried making that one like the real car. Mine, I like them when they're still clearly a golf cart. They're just fancied up.
Yep. All right. So let's see here. All right.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. So I've talked a couple times about people who send me stupid stuff from Facebook Marketplace. I figured I'd bring a couple of those out tonight just to give you an idea of what kind of stupid crap I have to sift through to get to Marketplace I can use.
Well, at least you're grateful. That's good.
Funny bathroom art, $15. Any idea?
No,
It's
no.
a sign that says stand close. It's shorter than you think.
That would be funny. I don't think it would be as funny as this.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, straight up, no kidding. The profile shot of that picture is hanging up in my bathroom
Really?
with he's holding the toilet seat and his legs are straight out.
Yeah.
That's what's hanging up in my bathroom.
Steve knew what was coming.
Nailed it.
So yeah.
If you guys want to get stuff like this, if you go to Temu, it's all there for like $3.
Really?
Just, I mean, not the frame, but the print. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh,
I got the one of, like I was just saying, that one, and I got a poster. It was a joke, but it don't take this the wrong way. But my 15-year-old son is big into basketball. He's a basketball player. So for last Christmas, I got him a picture. It was 12 by 16 of Jesus doing a crossover and tripping up Satan.
that's good. That's good.
I looked at it and I'm like, I ordered it, and then I panicked. And I showed my wife and I go, "Hey, is this cool?" And she goes, "I don't know if that's cool or not." I'm like, "No, not like cool. Do you like it? Like, is this okay?" Like, she goes, "I don't know. I'm gonna have to call my parents." I was like, "Okay."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's a cool poster.
After the show, I'll tell you about the T-shirt I ordered. All right. Let's see here.
Did Stephanie did your wife get a shirt that says "I'm stupid" with a finger point?
The arrow's pointing the wrong way.
Yeah.
8 like new, vintage, funny, classic movies on VHS, $30.
You gonna sell the VCR to go along with it?
I do not know, but I chose the three titles I could see that were worth $30.
Yeah, that's it.
I was telling somebody the other day about how when I was a kid, we would get to go, like, for a special occasion, we go rent a VCR. and pick out a movie to watch on it.
Did it come in the big bag, like the padded bag that you
It
unzip?
was like a briefcase, like
Oh, okay.
like a big.
We
briefcase.
rented it at the same place.
Yeah.
That's funny.
God
And
forbid somebody else had the VCR that night.
I always wanted to rent like Airplane or something. Or these are all good ones too.
Yeah, these are good. These are real
I don't
good.
even know if you could buy a VCR like at a store to play these deals.
No, I don't think you can. Once again, I just made that up. I got no idea. I got nothing. I would assume that you couldn't.
Surely it's still available at Walmart. Come on. But yeah, Uncle Buck, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Vegas Vacation. Not the good vacation, but a decent one.
Yeah, if I had a VCR, I'd give $30 for those.
All right. And this one got sent to me recently, and I was told that I needed to order it for a certain someone.
Coors Trophy.
Coors Trophy, $30.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
The horse's ass really sets it off.
It looks good. Someone did a good job.
Yeah.
What do they want for that deal?
$30.
Oh. Okay.
If you can start selling beer cans for $30, I assume it's empty.
Yeah.
Get rich.
Can we do
quick.
one show without a Fast and Furious 1 reference?
You know what? I think he would like it. He would really enjoy it.
I think you would really like it.
He'd put it on a chain and wear it as a necklace, I think. Since I'm t-shirt rich, this is a $4.98 shirt from Walmart.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, that's just some of the sampling of things that I get sent every week because they want to see Dorty and Bo's reaction.
Oh. Yeah. Wow.
I'm t-shirt rich because I'm ordering a t-shirt. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It falls into the same vein as Bo's painting of Jesus crossing up the devil playing basketball.
I will take pictures and I'll share them on next week's show. Oh, Fro doesn't even have to buy a turbo kit. There's one been donated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one in my garage right now
Could have already put it on there.
with a precision turbo.
It will not fit on my car unless I change front suspension entirely.
I don't see the issue.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, goodness. All right. Is there anything else we need to discuss before we
I mean,
where's the email for Weird Marketplace? Oh, I'm going to regret this. Send it to the Gearhead Messenger page. Send it to the Gearhead page on Facebook on Messenger.
Greg says, I got you.
I got you. Oh, this is going to get rough. I can feel it.
No, I'm welcoming it. Share it.
Put Fro's cell phone number on a billboard.
Do not.
Got some dumb shit you want to talk about? I'm your man.
You asked for it. All right. Well, we are all getting ready for the circuit. Except for Bo. Bo's getting ready for the circuit 26.
So here's my question to you guys. If you were in my position and if you look right behind John's left shoulder and you had it's a 5-inch Sunoco hood, but you had a big block sitting in that deal, right? And it clears right now. I can put my hood over everything. But if a guy wanted to add a little spacer, maybe throw a scoop on there, I'd have to cut a hole in the hood. Now, Fro tells me I'm crazy. He says, do not do that to that hood. It's too nice.
The hell does he know?
Thank you for joining us, Aaron.
See, Aaron. And Stoney says, what hood? Throw it away.
Yeah.
I still want a hood. I love my hood. But I think it would look okay if I cut it out for the scoop to stick through there.
I'd love it just a little bit more if it had a hole in it and a scoop sticking out the top. And
Yeah.
I found on the K&N website, I think I'm going to order it, a K&N filter that would fit perfectly in that rectangular cutout.
Yeah.
She'll make a little thing to, send me the car show info.
He knows what to do with it.
He knows what to do with it.
With.
Delete.
Bucket List got mentioned on Stay Tuned on Tony Angelo's channel. Oh, Mike ordered him a pizza.
So hold on. I think I stopped listening. You found a K&N filter that fits in there? Where's that? How's that work?
Yeah, I just started going through the different filter sizes on K&N's website, and I've measured the opening. I'm going to just buy the one that's the closest to it, and then when it gets here, make a little frame or something to hold it in, and then I can just pop that in. Then I can drive around with a scoop on the.
Yeah. And when it rains, you flip it around. You're good to go.
I could, yeah. I mean, hell, that'd be better than what I did with the regular, because I got the filter lid and the 3-inch element, and I just let the rain happen.
Yeah.
For several hours of driving.
Yeah, it's fine. No. Hey, no, Griggs. No skidones, man. Please.
We're pretty out on the skidones.
Yeah. Next skidone I see, it's going to be Skabai.
I need a new skidone. I need something new to get under their skin.
I mean, if you're going to put a skidone up here, at least make it something really interesting, not just I don't know. Like a 05 or 06 body on a skidone.
All right. Well, I think that brings us all to a close. We will see all of you guys on Friday for the Bucket List Mob. I'm going to throw this out here. I gotta throw this out here. Why is Fro afraid of the turbo? You have a 65 Fairlane. You know that the shock towers have to come out to run any kind of aftermarket header.
Even if it goes up and forward?
Yes.
Agree, disagree.
I will take pictures for the next show. That way you can see it.
Hold on. Question. Is it close to the shock towers in Fraser's Mustang?
Similar, yes.
What's he got in that car? What motor?
A lot more intelligence than what's in my car.
He's got a 351 based deal, right?
Right.
And it's got a blower.
Yes. It's not a turbo, though.
It'll make a lot of power. I know, but I'm saying is he made headers to work around that stuff.
So there's headers that will fit my car, and I have them in my attic. I do.
Yeah.
But the headers that you have with the turbo kit will not work with my car.
Man, I feel like Griggs is right. He's got a Sawzall with travel.
If only it were that easy.
Yeah, we could take a look though. I mean,
we can take a look. I'm not against that.
I'm no doctor, but I'll take a look at it. So,
all right.
good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's ass.
I mean,
Your
head
head
up.
my butchered word for it.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Jungle Fro's going to be out this weekend, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm not 100% positive that she's making an appearance
Why?
because I may have some other things going on that day.
Getting your
Yeah.
nails done.
Yeah, getting my nails done.
Bonus appointment at the proctologist? What the hell you doing?
Bonus on a Sunday. That's normal.
It can happen for sure. Yeah. Look at you. Wrong again.
I like the positivity.
Mama says alligators are so ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
The medulla oblongata.
Medulla.
Yes, I got to tighten them hose clamps.
I
You got
almost think, hey,
any C10 headers in your attic? Need some of them deals.
No,
so what we need to do is let's lay off a fro a little bit on the turbo stuff on the Fairlane. Okay. Well, I think we're going to be trying to save that turbo kit for a gasser project coming.
yes,
So
I believe so. We are currently in talks for building something else.
more than likely, we're just going to do that. We're just going to talk about it.
Yeah,
For sure. So we could take that turbo kit and put it on the new C10 at the house here. A little
Is that
different, just a little different headers.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get any money because that weird guy wouldn't dress like a woman. Yeah, that's what all the children are going to be saying at the whatever we donate to this year.
There's
Man,
going to
remember last year we all got extra ice cream because that weird dude dressed like a woman.
there's
oh,
going to be kids. There's going to be kids
Nope.
there with eyes filled full of tears, tugging on Narc's shirt, going, "Hey, Mister, where's Jungle
Where's the
Fro
fat
at?"
guy in the shorty shorts?
You know
Oh,
them commercials?
turbos aren't generally allowed in Dragon Drive.
No,
I thought we could
Non-gas
still swing it as long as we just did a blow through.
no.
No,
Yeah, pretty against it.
We aren't dragon driving. We're just building it for fun.
oh,
What? Come on, man.
I'm not a dragon drive guy. I already told you.
well,
All
if we build it for fun, we're still gonna race it.
Half headers.
You gotta love it
Man.
when the viewers check in.
Horse crap.
Horse crap. Oh,
Getting
had
headers.
turbos back then. It's still period correct.
No.
It's
What
an
a-
early factory experimental.
You didn't have
Fine.
our new truck on here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I, need to
I
show
did
that.
not. I figured
Hey.
we would get back around to that.
Damn.
Let's trade the turbo kit for some kind of like tunnel ram and put that on there. It'd be just as fun.
Tunnel ram would be just as fun. Let's do that. Who wants to trade a turbo kit for a tunnel ram?
Tunnel and carburetors. Let's
Small
make
block
it. Let's
Ford.
make it clear. This is a precision turbo. It's not junk.
Small
And
block
we-
Ford.
And probably need to check with the guy who donated that stuff first before we just go trading it. Might want to make
No.
sure.
Now this is what he gets for talking crap every time we do this.
No, he was cool enough to donate it for something fun, so I'm going to check with him first.
But all right, Bucket List Mob's already trying to negotiate into this.
Well,
Bo,
hit me
you got
up.
anything else?
Hit me up, Bucket List. I'm the one that holds the power.
Yeah, he's the guy with the junk.
Yeah, that's right.
Bo, you got anything else
Oh,
to throw in here?
Like, share, subscribe. That's what I'm told to say.
Does anybody ever actually do that though?
Somewhat. We had one more follower come in for like a week, and then they went away.
They watched a show.
Yeah, I think they subscribed for one show and said, "Nope, not for me."
Yeah.
Nope. We're an acquired taste.
Uh,
Like scotch.
that Dorty fella cusses too much. All right, Dorty, what do you got to throw in here?
Like one cuss word. Everybody love everybody.
All right, see you guys.